In business, there are two ways of thinking, like an employee or like an entrepreneur. Odds are that you've gotten plenty of training in employee thinking, but not so much in entrepreneurial thinking. This podcast is going to catch you up. Listen to learn the differences between the two types of thinking and why entrepreneurial thinking is essential for bootstrap entrepreneurs. This is a gear shift that you absolutely must learn to make if you want to build a successful business. Increasing your sale amount is a big and very important topic, so be sure to listen to both parts of this episode.
You'll recall from the 4 Keys overview that increasing your sale amount by 100% on top of the previous 3 key increases doubles your income again. So the next big question is, how can you increase your sale amount? Once again, what do you need? Well, you need to change your mindset from selling your time to selling your value. Why? There are two very big reasons. Let's say you're selling your time for the highest possible dollar. The first problem is your time is limited. Once you've booked it all, you're done increasing your sale amount. The second problem with selling your time is that your productivity increases reduce your income. This kills your incentive to get better at what you do and actually increases your incentive to get worse. That's terrible for both you and your clients. So as a long-term strategy for increasing your sale amount, selling your time doesn't work so well. On the other hand, if you sell your value for the highest possible dollar, then figure out how to reduce the time it takes you to deliver that value, then you've created room to make additional sales, which increases your sale amounts. Productivity increases could also help you add even more clients or customers, which also increases your sale amounts. And your productivity increases would also give you more time to develop new products and services, which would further increase your sale amounts. So the first strategy that will help you increase your sale amount is to recognize the advantages of selling your value versus selling your time. When you do that, it will be much easier for you to change your mindset. And changing your mindset from time to value opens the door to unlimited growth for your business. Another need you have is to utilize your highest value. Why? Well, there's a very good chance that you're not already using it. As an entrepreneur, you're free to use any value you choose, so you may as well choose to use your highest marketplace value. When you have a better grasp on the highest value you can produce, it will be much easier for you to increase your sale amounts. So what's our strategy? Assess and incorporate your highest value. With this strategy, you'll enjoy what you do more, it will be easier to sell your stuff, and you will certainly make more money. Let's start by considering the 7 things that increase the value of your stuff, no matter what your stuff is. First is knowledge. The more you know about your stuff, the more valuable it is. Second is skill. The more skill you have at producing your stuff, the more valuable it is. Third is experience. The more experience you have with your stuff, the more valuable it is. Fourth is pride. The more pride you take in your stuff, the more valuable it will be. Fifth is capability. The more capability you have to deliver your stuff, the more valuable it will be. Sixth is passion. The more passion you have for your stuff, the more valuable you will make it. Seventh is future interest. The more of a future you see in your stuff, the more you'll be driven to build value into it. You're an entrepreneur. Your stuff can be anything you want it to be. So you might as well design the highest value stuff that you can. Think hard about how these 7 value increasers are showing up in your business or not. The more of these value increasers you can include in your stuff, the more valuable your stuff is going to be. And the more value you can add to your stuff, the more your sale amounts will increase. An additional way to think about your value is in terms of how the marketplace values your skills. People who work in the compensation field use 3 categories and 22 levels to help them decide what value to place on various workplace skills. It turns out that there are only 3 categories of work skills: data, people, and things. There are 5 levels in the data category. The lowest level is computing, diverting, manipulating. The highest data level is synthesizing, mentoring, setting up, integrating analysis of data to discover facts and or develop knowledge concepts or interpretations. There are 9 levels in the people category. The lowest people level is taking instructions, helping. Helping applies to non-learning helpers, and no variety of responsibility is involved in this function. The highest people level is mentoring, dealing with individuals in terms of their total personality in order to advise, counsel, and or guide them with regard to problems that may be resolved by legal, scientific, clinical, spiritual, and or other professional principles. There are 8 levels in the things category. The lowest level is handling, using body members, hand tools, and or special devices to work, move, or carry objects of materials. Involves little or no latitude for judgment of standards or in selecting appropriate tool, object, or material. The highest things level is setting up, adjusting machines or equipment by replacing or altering tools, jigs, fixtures, and attachments to prepare them to perform their functions, change their performance, or restore their proper functioning if they break down.
Okay, so let's review where we're at now. Our goal is to help you increase your sale amount. To do that, you must satisfy 2 needs. Your first need is to change your mindset from time to value, and our strategy for doing that is to recognize the advantages of selling value versus time. Your second need is to utilize your highest value, and our strategy for doing that is to assess and incorporate your highest value into your products and services. To help you assess and incorporate your highest value, we gave you 2 sets of assessment criteria: the 7 value increasers and the 3 marketplace skill categories with their 22 levels. Now, assessing and incorporating your highest value into your stuff is the most powerful way to increase your sale amount, so you'll definitely want to do a good job of it. Still, these are an awful lot of factors to consider, and many people might find this value assessment task kind of daunting. That's why we've developed our unique and very powerful value step worksheet. I'll show you how it makes this kind of value assessment quicker and easier than you imagine in the second sale amount video below. In business, there are 2 ways of thinking: like an employee or like an entrepreneur. Odds are that you've gotten plenty of training in employee thinking, but not so much in entrepreneurial thinking. This podcast is going to catch you up. Listen to learn the differences between the 2 types of thinking and why entrepreneurial thinking is essential for Bootstrap Entrepreneurs. This is a gear shift that you absolutely must learn to make if you want to build a successful business. Increasing your sale amount is a big and very important topic, so be sure to listen to both parts of this episode.